Being a great marketer isn't a trait people are born with. It's the result of learning as much as you can about the niche you're working in. Studying the behavior of your subscribers is a part of it. You will find that they respond best to certain calls to action than others. You won't know what works best without testing. No one can teach you what will work best because you've got to learn it for yourself. People can give you pointers, but the hard work has to be done by yourself. If you're willing to study the behavior of your email list subscribers, then it will be possible to put forth a message that gets the type of response you're after. People must open up your emails. You can't make any money at all if people aren't opening up your emails. It sounds like a simple concept, but people don't seem to get it. They think that it's only enough to send out the emails and nothing else. Well, that's the type of attitude that sets people up for failure. The open rates of your emails will determine if you're a success or not. You will never be able to market to someone if your content isn't in front of them. While this may sound like common sense, it's something quite a few marketers seem to overlook. It's tempting to tell someone how they can make $1 million without lifting a finger, but you know it's not possible. They know it deep down inside as well. But if you put that in your subject line, people will click. Then they'll become disappointed when you don't deliver the goods. You don't want to promise something that you can't deliver. You can still be catchy and create all that clickbait. You just want it to be true. Also, lists are a great thing when it comes to email marketing. People love learning the top 3 ways to do something. Be creative and add lists to your subjects and you'll see a difference in the open rates. The person who receives your email needs to understand what it's about by its subject alone. Don't use unfamiliar words that will make someone pause and think. The entire process of understanding what your email is about should take place in a second or two. They see the subject line and know right away what your email will be about. Trying to look smart and using big words will end up hurting you in the long run. Keep it short, friendly, and very to the point. If you do those 3 things, your subject lines will be highly effective. If you're new to internet marketing, it's easy to want to rush out and spend all of your profits right away. Those who have spent quite a bit of time working offline know how it feels when you get a paycheck. You immediately run out and spend as much of it as possible. That's not a good attitude to have when you work online. You are not only your own boss, but you're responsible for all of your business decisions. This is where discipline comes in, and it will determine how successful you are in the future. There's no way around it. You've got to keep things in check to make as much money as possible. How much you reinvest depends on your current financial situation. If you have a job that pays the bills, then consider putting 100% of your profits back into the business. Why? Your list will grow so much faster if you do this. If you put 100% of your profits back into the list, in a few months, you'll have a list that can replace your current income. Think about that for just a minute. What if you could bulk up the size of your list and make it so you could quit your job? It's entirely possible if you reinvest all the money you make back into your list. Now you're probably thinking about where you should invest your money. The first and most important investment is in traffic. You'll want to get more subscribers. More than anything else, this has to be your number 1 goal. You can achieve this lofty goal by buying click advertising from the major search engines and through solo ads. You can also search for site owners who sell advertising directly and make deals with them. Down the line, you may also consider hiring out the content production side of things with an experienced writer who knows your niche. If you do that, then it's possible to grow your list and maintain it without you having to do much work at all. The subscribers of your email list want to do more than only read your messages. They also want you to tell them what to do. It's understandable if that doesn't make sense right away. If you're teaching them how to do something, they want you to show them the next step. If you're teaching someone how to blog, Then the next step is to get a domain and a host. You can include affiliate links when telling them where to buy a domain and hosting. You always want to tell the person what to do next. It's not a good idea for your pocketbook to leave them hanging. Let's be clear about this, as some people will think we're saying that the call to action should always be a way for you to make money. That's not the case at all. You might want them to watch your YouTube video, read a blog post, or ask them to do something on their own. Now that you've given them this information, it's time they bake the cake you've given them a recipe for. You might ask them to post an Instagram picture using the recipe you gave them and tag you. It doesn't always have to result in you making money. It can't be stressed enough how important it is that you develop a relationship between you and your subscribers. The call to action will help seal the bond you have with them. That way, when it comes time for you to ask them to do something that results in an affiliate commission, they're more likely to do it. You set up the entire relationship in a way that's beneficial on both sides. They benefit from your content, and you benefit from when they buy something. It's when you build a relationship that enables you to ask them to do something for you that it will result in them eventually buying something. Internet marketers sit in front of a computer all day long. The average person isn't an internet marketer. Some people rarely sit in front of the computer. It's not uncommon for the average person to not use a computer for days on end. Smartphones have changed the way we consume the internet. People will pull out their phone when they want to search Google. Now there's no need for someone to pull out a computer and sit in front of it. Also, people are consuming the internet more on the go these days. Anyone who has sat for 5 minutes in a fast food restaurant knows that everyone there is looking at their phones more than the food they're eating. How do you do this? You start by subscribing to your list using an email address connected to your smartphone. Every email you send out should be viewed on your smartphone. Why? You want to see how the subject line is displayed and also the body. Not all smartphones are the same, and there are varying screen sizes, but it'll give you a good idea of what your subscribers are seeing. You probably have a phone similar to what they're using, and you'll have a sense of their experience. A computer screen is bigger, and there's more real estate that you can work with. Everything is so much more compact on a smartphone. You don't want to cram too much text down the throat of your subscribers. Keep the messages short and sweet. Include a subtle call to action and a link if it's necessary. Always try to strip your emails of any unnecessary text or images. The subscriber should be able to read your entire message in only a few minutes. If you go much beyond that, then you're going to lose them. Those reading your messages on smartphones may be in traffic, eating lunch, or sitting on the couch watching television. You've got a very short window to get them to do what you want them to. What is a digital product? It could be an ebook, video series, or a course. These are super hot right now, as everyone is turning to the internet as a means of educating themselves. The profit margins on these products are enormous, and they can be sold for years to come. The critical thing here is to pick an evergreen niche that doesn't change over time. If you do that, then you can sell your digital product today and 10 years from now as well. Just think about how much profit you will be able to make from selling a product that you made 5 years ago. The possibilities are endless, and that's why so many people are getting into this business. You are going to want to give them a discount right off the bat. How much of a discount should you give? That's up to you. Some will give their subscribers a 10% discount or something along those lines. If your product is brand new, then there's no reason why you can't give them a 50% discount. Yes, that's a lot of money off, but keep in mind that this is only for your subscribers. Everyone else will have to pay the full price. Also, you can recoup all of the money you spent making the digital product from your email list. If you do that, then everything you make beyond that is pure profit. The frequency that you should introduce new products is up for debate. It depends on how quickly you're selling your current digital product. A new product a year might be suitable for some email list owners. However, it might be a good idea to have several per year. The price point also matters, as people aren't going to shell out big bucks for something every few months. But if you're talking an ebook that only costs a few dollars, then it's possible to sell them multiple digital products per year. You've got to learn what your list will tolerate and then play them like a fiddle. This isn't going to be so easy if you have a small email list. However, it's something you want to keep in mind as your list continues to sales, the same amount of money. You should try to get the best deal for your subscribers as possible. Also, you might try to get them to up the commission. They may be willing to pay you more money if you can send them quite a few same companies, and those who can send them a lot of sales. Be honest and upfront with the company you're dealing with. Don't tell them you can send 100 sales if you can only send 10. There isn't much of a benefit from lying, and it will cost you more in the long run. If you can deliver on your promise, the company may be willing to work with you on future deals. Also, sometimes, companies own many different stores or products. They may be able to give your subscribers deals on other products or services. The art of doing business is all about you being able to deliver on your promises. If you can, then anything is possible. Word will get out, and it'll spread, and other companies will ask to work with you. Polls are an excellent means of testing the waters. Go directly to your email list and ask them what they want. Listen to what they say and go out there and find it. Your job as a marketer is to give people what they want. Sometimes the only way to know is to ask them. Once you know for sure what they want, then you deliver. Find the exact offer that's going to trigger a response in them. It may take a little while, and you'll have to talk to quite a few companies. It's all worth it in the end, as you will be rewarded with a high converting offer while giving your subscribers a sweet deal. Have you ever thought about starting up your own membership site? If you have an email list, then you already have a great source of traffic. Now it's time to get that traffic making some money for you. The way that you do it here is by setting up a membership site and charging a monthly fee for access to the members area. The fee shouldn't be too high, but you also want to make some money in the process. Remember, you'll have to produce content for your members area, and that isn't cheap. But if you have enough subscribers, then over time the money will compound. It's all about getting as many subscribers to your membership site as possible.